It's funny. I just got an email from the executive producer of the Wonder Years, who took over after the creators left, Bob Brush. He basically said he rewatched the show for the first time in 28 years or 30
Sure.
years, however long it's been. And he had never watched it ever from beginning to end. And he
Hmm.
watched it from beginning to end and
Hmm.
recognized over the arc of the show, even though he was the one who was writing the characters, what the character of Paul brought to the property of the Wonder Years, which is
Yeah.
basically a moral compass and a representative of the time period. I wore all the bell bottoms and the floral shirts and all the trends, but it was really the moral compass.
Hmm.
And I don't know if I would have been able to tell you that when I was doing it, but I definitely
Hmm.
knew that Paul was the good, loyal friend and
Hmm.
was always doing the right thing.
Hmm.
And so that was definitely, in my head when I was interpreting the character and interpreting the lines that were written.
Hmm.
Again, I don't want to make it sound like I was studying and doing research into my
Sure.
role, because I wasn't. I would
Yeah.
read the script and I would bring the character, to the front of my head instead of the back of my head. But over
Hmm.
time, you develop a secondary persona. What would Paul do? And there
Hmm.
did come a time when there was a distinction between what would Paul do and what would Josh do. I
Hmm.
can't tell you when that time period was, but it was definitely somewhere in my adolescence, somewhere in my teens when we started to diverge. But at the root of the character, and this is something that you and I talk about all the time when extracting your purpose, your
Hmm.
creative purpose is it's what your life experiences that you can draw from, that you can inject into the creative expression.